Okay, sorry Aries that I didn't get your readings up yesterday. We had a little bit of a family issue once again. I'm telling you, it's not even retrograde, guys, and like it's crazy between what my clients are writing to me, what I'm seeing in the comments, what's going on with everybody's lives. It's a little bit much. I know that Saturn just went direct, and if you have Saturn retrograde in your chart, it can kind of push us to our limits right now. But holy moly, like this is like as bad as retrograde right now. I think. I don't know how everybody else is holding up, but we'll see. Let's see what's going on for you, Aries, okay? Going into December, Aries. What do you want Aries to know going into December? The good part is my meditation is on point, and I feel like the channeling is going well for you guys. So let's hope you guys get some good messages today. I see you dropping a heavy burden. It has to do with financial matter. Somebody might be making a new product that ends up really taking off. Okay, so like whether you're on Etsy or you have your own business account, like whatever. I'm sorry, guys, what's going on with the hair? Just know that I do think if you were starting a new side business or business of any sort where you are making and being creative, I do feel like it's going to take off. Somebody has water in their chart, heavy water in their chart. And somebody's heavily affected by Neptune. And you just pulled your own card in the reverse. So, like I said, I feel like the energy's a little weird. Let's hope it like balances out soon. No arguing with people. You're like the wounded warrior. You're like taking a time out. You're like, you know what? I don't need any more shit. This is ridiculous. There is something coming, Aries, though, that you don't see. So let's see what that is. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What would you like them to know going into December? Somebody is deeply connected to you, is going to reach out to you. I don't know when, though, they're going to reach out. It's not actually giving me a time frame. They may live around water, or you do. They are going through it emotionally. They are missing you. They are struggling. They're trying not to reach out to you, basically. They're trying to hold back any sort of energy or enthusiasm they have still left for this situation. I'm not taking that. If it wants to come out, it can come out again. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. They're going to reach out. They're going to reach out. They're going to reach out. It could even be like an apology or a heartfelt message. This person could be younger than you. If they're not younger than you, they're much more immature than you are. They are coming out as a water sign, but again, it doesn't have to be. They feel heavily connected to you, Aries. They may even wear something that you once got them or they got in memory of you. Somebody could be in the military as well. You might both have one of these things. Like share, like, you know how people get like matching necklaces or shit like that. It could be a situation like that because I see both wearing something in memory. Like a locket or something. There is some sort of financial matter right now that you're struggling through. This could also be a gambling addiction. If not a gambling addiction, just a spending issue in general. You're feeling very like hands tied when it comes to trying to get your finances once again together. Could be an addiction. Any addiction it could be, okay? There is growth and opportunity coming for you, Aries. There is. You need to take a time out. You need to think about what you want. I do see some sort of healing. So if you do struggle with an addiction, I do feel like you will be getting control over it over the next months, okay? Somebody's got like scoliosis or some sort of very severe back injury. I'm seeing a flowering tree. Okay. Somebody may have else a business or some sort of situation with multiple people that just didn't really work out. This could have been like maybe you had a band, maybe you had a small company, maybe you had a group of friends that went to play volleyball, you know, something like that. I feel like something's going to go wrong there. It would have been due to one person though. So somebody kind of messed that whole situation up. They're coming out as fire, but it doesn't have to be. They're also coming out as somebody who's just like really imbalanced. Although I do see you getting out of some sort of sadness, depression, I also see that I don't feel like you're dealing with it correctly, and don't be offended by me saying that, but I just do feel like that you're blocking it out more than, or using, like I said, maybe an addiction or something to like block it out versus actually dealing with it. And it does look like a love connection. I see somebody sharing a bowl of El soup or noodles or something of that nature with somebody else. You feel like you're not getting what you deserve right now. You're feeling like you're not getting enough, you know, compassion, empathy, emotions. People aren't being empathetic enough to you right now. I do feel like you're feeling a bit like sporadic, like you might just like do something off the cuff, but you've had to hold back because this is like a normal, typical behavior of yours. I do this too. I am not judging by any means. But, you know, there needs to be change. We have death in reverse. Something is not changing. Something needs to come to a head and change over the next few months. I do see that somebody in your life or you may have gotten a very severe injury recently that they assumed would be more serious than it was, and it is not. Make sure you take care of yourself. It looks like you're doing a pretty good job of taking time to do things for yourself, but not necessarily eating correctly or physically doing what you need to do. That's just because of emotional shit. You are creating, though. You are creating, Aries. Even if you don't know you are creating. I just did this recently with the whole, remember the manifestation stuff I talk about all the time, because it is true. Like, you think about something and let it go and it happens. And I literally just did, this is the craziest freaking story I had to tell like everybody when this happened, because I was like, you know how I sometimes manifest shit by accident? I kept hearing somebody say to me, purple dishwasher, and I was going, this is a friend of mine, and I was like, purple dishwasher? And he was like, no, purple dishwasher. And I was like, purple dishwasher? Why are you saying purple dishwasher? And he's like, Whirlpool dishwasher. And I was like, oh, I thought you were saying purple. Within 10 minutes, I shit you not, like I have proof of this. Within 10 minutes, he turns to me and he goes, holy shit, there's a purple dishwasher on the like internet. And I was like, what? And he goes, for sale, there's a purple dishwasher. And I was like, oh my God, I accidentally manifested a purple dishwasher. I want it. How much is it? It was so freaking weird. But we do that. We don't always like mean to manifest stuff. Sometimes it just is the way it is, you know? And I feel like that's what's happening. It's like you're thinking about something enough that it's going to happen. Somebody's going to reach out with a gift or an offering to you. This would have been somebody that made you feel kind of small. You may have at some point offered them something and felt very like unappreciative. Guys, why do I do this? I can't speak. Like underappreciated over it, or even taken for granted. The number 6 would be relevant to this, so they could be a 6 life path. It could have happened 6 days ago, 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago, or it's going to happen, okay? 6 is family in numerology. Decisions needing to be made. Seeing lots of water here, guys. Taking a time out to make that decision properly. That's smart, Aries. Smart. For those of you that are investing money, changing jobs, you know, something like that, I don't think it's going to be financially suitable, I guess, for you. Like, they're not gonna offer you the amount of money that you anticipated, okay? So just keep that in mind. I think your best bet is to go into something creative and something that's your own, like very own, okay? Because that's where it looks like you'd succeed the most. I'm going to use the new deck and see what else I can get. I was not feeling the new deck, guys, this morning. So that's why you guys are not getting a reading from this new deck. The new deck is amazing. The photos are amazing. But I noticed that I'm much slower when I'm using it. I noticed that I'm not used to using it enough. So I'm going to have to use it privately for a while before I really get in the swing of it. And I just, there's so many more cards, it's hard for me to actually like use this deck, okay? So I do see lots of opportunities coming towards you. I do believe that these are more financial than they are romantic. There is though, again, that fire sign popping up once again. Divine, something divine is going to be happening to you, something that is not in your control. Something's going to catch you off guard, but it's going to be very positive, okay? You may end up losing somebody to get somebody else, and that doesn't have to be romantic. You might end up losing a friend and finding a spouse. You might end up losing a romantic situation and finding like a best friend elsewhere, you know, that kind of thing. Again, going back to it, I really think that Aries, if you have some sort of special talent, if you have a thing you've been thinking about getting into, again, even if it's like Etsy, I feel like you're going to find you're best suited for that situation, okay? For working for yourself, for creating something by yourself, even if it's like not like enough to support yourself fully. I feel like it would bring in a lot more income and stability to your life. Somebody makes something like anywhere from soap to essential oils to perfumes to, you know, something like that, something that's, it looks like beauty related. Somebody's an artist, an actual artist as well. Looks like they make almost like poster art or something. Somebody's parents might be separating, or mother passed, something of that nature. All right, ask yourself a question, Aries, right now, and then I'll give you the answer to that, okay? The answer would be no. For those of you that are currently committed in a relationship, I do think that you're going to have to make the decision to end it, and that is the only way you're going to have any forward movement for your own life. Somebody's going to get rejected regardless anyway. It could be over financial situation. Somebody's being very selfish with money. Almost getting like a sugar daddy vibe from us, or sugar baby vibe type thing, okay? Finding your way out of an awkward situation. Again, I keep drawing this wands. For those of you that are single and looking, with no options whatsoever on the table, I do think your next person may be a fire sign. Just when you think that you're like, just when you think that you're at some sort of situation that is a lost cause, like when you are at like a very low point, I want to say this is work. It doesn't look like, it could be emotional for some of you, but it looks work wise. Expect things to work out exactly as they're like, it'll work out really well for you. It's going to work out very, very well for you. You may even end up going into business with a fire sign. That's possible as well. Okay. But I do think things are going to get better with you, get better for you. Oh my God, I need caffeine. This is ridiculous. What are you going to hear about? Family member, a friend, something like that, going through a breakup may find out that they have caught something from the person. You'll hear about that. For those of you that are in the same sex relationships, I see that that's going to go much better than those that are not. And I think that's about it, Aries. I hope this helps.